This video covers troubleshooting live BiDi links with OTDRs and explains the need for specific wavelengths to avoid disrupting other services or affecting OTDR measurements. Commonly used for point-to-point links, bidirectional transceivers have a single fiber connector to transmit and receive, using just one fiber optic strand. They can help optimize fiber utilization on existing optical distribution networks and increase capacity. These bidirectional transceivers work in mated pairs, using combinations of common wavelengths, such as 1270, 1310, 1330, 1490, and 1550 nanometers. Note that regular OTDRs also come with 1310 and 1550 nanometer lasers. Unless considered in your company's installation and maintenance procedures, regular OTDRs shall not be used to test live fiber links carrying active signals. First, use the OTDR's broadband power meter to check if there is any light in the link under test. If there is light, do not use regular 1310 and 1550 OTDRs for testing. That will not work. This applies to dedicated Ethernet links as well as to 1G and 10G PON networks. In those cases, we recommend using VeEX FX150 plus OTDR with the Macrobend Buster option, which offers carefully selected in-band 1350 nanometer and out-of-band 1650 nanometer lasers, along with FWDM filtered sensors. This allows the OTDR to work even in the presence of common BiDi and PON wavelengths. To get an idea of what the problem is, here is a simple illustration of the common wavelengths used by 1G PON, 10G PON, and bidirectional Ethernet transmissions. A regular OTDR, using 1310 and 1550 nanometer pulses, can affect and be affected by some of these signals. The Macrobend Buster OTDR uses 1350 and 1650 nanometer pulses, so it doesn't affect the services or gets affected by the signals present on the link. As implied by its name, the carefully selected wavelengths in the Macrobend Buster OTDR version also excel in detecting macrobends. So, here is what happens if you try to use a regular 1310 and 1550 OTDR to test a bidirectional link with live signals. First, use the OPM function to check for signal present in the link. If the link is active, technically you should stop here. However, let's show what happens if you still try to obtain an OTDR trace. The regular OTDR should give you a warning. If you ignore the warning and press start, its sensor may not see the reflections and no results would be displayed. Now, let's try the filtered Macrobend Buster OTDR with 1350 and 1650 nanometer pulses. We use the OPM to confirm that there is light in the fiber. Then go to the OTDR function. Since the internal FWDM filter blocks the incoming BiDi signal, it doesn't affect its sensor. So, no warning message is displayed, since it can still perform the measurements correctly. When trying to isolate fiber link problems in the field, you may need to test in both directions, to identify whether the problem is towards the node, or towards the customer. If testing towards the central office or node, with a regular OTDR, and light is detected, you may need to call the Network Operation Center, ask them to turn the port off, wait until it is confirmed, then you might start testing. If testing towards the customer's side, and light is detected, you may need to drive to the customer's premises to disconnect the link, before you can start testing. These extra actions can add significant amounts of time to the job, hindering technicians' effectiveness and increasing operational cost. On the other hand, the FX150 Plus, with filtered 1350 and 1650 nanometer Macrobend Buster option, allows field technicians to complete troubleshooting, repair, and validation jobs faster, without affecting the OTDR results or any other services in the optical distribution network. If you are interested in getting more details about the FX150 Plus with the Macrobend Buster option, please contact us. We hope you found the content of this video helpful. Please consider subscribing to our LinkedIn and YouTube channels to get notified about new features, quick guide videos, technology briefs, and training contents. Thanks for watching, and for your interest in VeEX test and measurement solutions. Feel free to contact us if you have any questions or need more information.